Well, good morning, everyone. This is Joe's Adventures. Obviously, I'm getting ready to plant some tomatoes, and today's the 10th of May. I've waited long enough. I believe I've waited long enough. This has been a terribly long, cold, wet season, wet winter. And the ground is dried out sufficiently, and I've tilled it and prepared it. And so today I'm going to be planting some tomatoes. I actually purchased a couple of very large ones from the garden center simply to get a good head start. And I have several at different sizes so that they will mature at different times, the tomatoes. If I have any sort of success as I did last year, we'll have a great tomato season. Last year, 2016, was just a great harvest. It's the only way I can describe it. We had over 3,000 tomatoes. In fact, we're still eating some of the tomatoes we froze from last year. And here we are and getting close to the middle of May. So today, and you can hear some birds chirping, that's great. Today we're going to be mixing some lime with some compost and with just a little bit of pea gravel for good drainage. I've dug the hole sufficiently deep, over a foot deep, because what I'm going to do is, on this plant, in order to get some successful roots, I'm actually going to break off all the shoots going up to right about here, so that we'll get roots growing all along the stem, and that'll make the plant more successful. Oh, and it smells just delicious. I love the smell of tomatoes. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to pause it for a second, and we'll come back and you'll actually see me plant this large tomato plant. This one is an early girl, and early girls, I like it because maturity is in about 50 to 55 days when you want to get going with them. That's pretty good. So early girls are a great tomato for that. Now we're going to actually plant this tomato. You want good, loose soil. You want to have enough root structure, and you also want to have some nutrients for the tomato plant. So I have my own little recipe. I take some lime, because you want to avoid having the black spot. That's a calcium deficiency in the tomato, and you want to make sure you have enough lime in your each plant. Number two, I mix the lime with some compost, and I also take just a little bit of gravel to aerate the soil, and it also allows for good drainage. So just mixing the three together, and then we're going to move forward now, and we're actually going to take this nice large early girl I have here, and we're going to do our thing. And we take it out of the container, loosen up the soil a little bit, and then, as I said before, we want to strip all the lower foliage in order to get a great root structure. So we're going to do it right up to this fork on the plant. We have this where we want it. We've got all the bottom shoots off, which will give us a great root structure. Roots are going to grow all along this stem. We're going to sit it in the hole, and that's probably a really good depth right there, because the soil is going to come right up to this branch. And we're going to mix together the three ingredients as I was talking. Okay, once you have your tomato plant in, you want to make sure it's well centered, and they have a little support here, which I am going to actually take off. And so now we have our first tomato plant in the ground and ready to grow some beautiful red ripe tomatoes. So again, it's pretty quick, it's pretty easy. Make sure you dig a hole sufficiently deep. For a bigger plant, the hole should be a little bit deeper, at least a foot for a bigger one. And make sure you loosen up the soil well. Next step is you want to make sure you break off the shoots on the bottom part of the plant so you can get extra root structure. And make sure you have a good mix of lime with some compost, maybe just a little bit of gravel to keep the soil loose and for good drainage. So that's pretty much it. Happy tomato planting out there. This is Joe with Joe's Adventure. See you next time.